Okay, Beverly Hillbillies jazzed up version. I'll run through it real slow and then I'll go over what it is and I'll send you the tabs. Basically, it's the same thing twice through, just the ending's just slightly different the second time through. Alright, so I'm going to play. Okay, I'll try to go through this slow, tell you what I'm doing. But basically, we're going to go through this song loops twice. The first time, it just starts over. At the second time, you end slightly differently, but you'll be able to tell. It's very simple. All right. So anyway, starts out the same way I think the other one did on the 4th string, and like I said, I tuned this to the banjo, so the bottom 4th string should be just like yours. Okay. So anyway, start the same way on the 4th string. Open, 2, 4. So it's, and then you just kind of start strumming like this. Okay, so it's, okay. Okay, and then the next part is we're on the 3rd string. You do the right there. Okay, so it's, so you just on this 3rd string, you kind of hammer on. You do your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 4th fret. So you hammer on, and you just hold it there. So it's, so you hold it, and then you just keep strumming those other strings on the bottom. This is the hardest part. Is this next chord? It's your 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, 3rd finger on the 1st string of the 2nd fret, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So you make a little triangle like this, basically. And you play the 4th string. You just strum like a chord. So it's from the beginning again. Okay, so far. The next part, after you strum this, you quickly move up to the 7th fret, and you bar on the, you can use one finger, the first 3 strings, you play 4 strings. Okay? So it's, you go from here. Okay? So from the beginning. And then the next part is you keep the same thing except you move up and include the 4th one with your barring down. Okay, so it's, okay, so from the start. Then you go to open G, so you just take everything off and you just start strumming. So you go from here, just do one of these numbers here. So from here you go. And that's just so your first finger on the 4th string and the 2nd fret. So you go. Okay, from the beginning. Okay, and then the next part is, let me just play it so I remember what it is. It's that same thing you did at the beginning where you do the hammer on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th fret. So it's that open part. Let's take it from here again. Okay? And then from here you go to the ending part is just this. Very simple. 1st finger again, you bar the 4 strings. This is a C chord, I think. Okay, it's on the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's okay, so from here again. I'm sorry. Okay. Hopefully I didn't confuse you, but let me start from the beginning and we'll get up to this part. Okay? So it's and then you just add this finger here. You add it to the 3rd string, just the fret above where your finger already is. So it goes. Okay. Then you just slide the 1st finger up to the 7th fret. You take this one off. So it's. And then it's just back to the beginning part. Open 4th, twice. And it's that funky part you just go. Strum. That's hammering on the 3rd string, 2nd and 4th fret. And that's the end of the first part. And you would then start going back to the beginning. You go. Okay, so let's run the first part through one time, all the way through. Then back to the beginning. So for the end, instead of, you go. Then open, 2nd fret and slide to the 5th. So it's that's it, you're done. Simple. Just play this over again. Use the tabs. They're fairly accurate, even though the rhythm might not quite be right. You'll have to fix those for the sheet music for the judges. But this should be fairly simple to do if you practice it a little bit. And it makes it sound a little nicer because you're adding the chords. It's kind of nice since it's open G, you can do these little chords like this, very simple. Nothing too difficult about that. The hardest chord is this triangle one here. But if you can do that, the rest should be fairly easy if you can just strum a little bit. Alrighty, see ya. Okay, hopefully you saw the little tutorial there. Here's a little piece where Antonio and I just kind of did the song together once. It's a little hard to hear the bass, but basically this is what it kind of is going to sound like if you guys play it.
Is that always funny?
Yes, it's always funny.